Next is Euclidean algorithm. This is used for finding the greatest common divisor or GCD. For example, we can write divisor, the greatest common divisor D equal to GCD of AB. D equal to GCD of AB. Now, for example, GCD of 2, 4 equal to, which is the greatest common divisor of 2 and 4, which is 2. That means we can divide both 2 and 4 using the number 2. So GCD of 2 and 4 is 2, that is D equal to 2, like that. For another example, GCD of 4 and GCD of 8 and 16, which is a common divisor, greatest common divisor is 8. Like that we can find greatest common divisor. Now we are going to learn Euclidean algorithm, which is used for finding the greatest common divisor very easily of large numbers. We know that finding the greatest common divisor of large number is not very easy. So we use Euclidean algorithm for finding greatest common divisor of large numbers. Or any number we can find GCD very easily. Okay, in this algorithm, the first step is to find the GCD of A and B. The rule is A must be greater than or equal to B. A must be greater than or equal to B. See here, and also greater than or equal to 0. That means positive number. A and B will be positive number. In the first step, A equal to Q1 B plus R1, where R1 less than or equal to B. And next step, B is equal to Q2 R1 plus R2. In third step, R1 equal to Q3 R2 plus R3, like that, etc. After that, last, Rn minus 2 equal to Qn Rn minus 1 plus R1 Rn, and Rn minus 1 equal to Qn plus 1 Rn plus 0. That means we will stop this step until we will get the remainder equal to 0. Then we can say the Rn is the divisor, greatest common divisor of both number A and B. Okay, this is the step of that algorithm, and then we can, this scheme is known as Euclidean algorithm. Okay, to find the greatest common divisor. Okay, this is one example of finding greatest common divisor of large number. See, you can see A and B 116071181174 and B is 316282550, but we will find the greatest common divisor within 8th step. See, R8 we will get the GCD, it is 1078. Okay, this is the advantage of Euclidean algorithm. To find the GCD of 15 and 10, let us take first 15 as A and 10 as B. Then A equal to, we know that Q1B plus R1. Okay, then we can find the Q1. Q1 is a quotient and R1 is a remainder. After dividing 15 by 10, 15 by 10 equal to 15 by 10. 15 by 10 equal to how many time? 1 time, and remainder is 5. So we can write Q1 as 1 and R1 as 5. So we can write A, that means 15 equal to 1 into 10 plus 5, 1 into B plus 5. So here you can see a remainder is not 0, it is 5. So we continue. Then B equal to, B means 10. 10 equal to, again Q2 R1 plus R2. Here Q2 we want to find. Q2 means B by R1. B is 10. 10 by R1 is 5. That is equal to, how many times 5 goes in 10? 2 times. Then 2 into 5, 10. Remainder is 0. So 2 plus 0. So we can write 2 into 5 plus 0. Here we can see the remainder is 0. Then our aim is, after getting the remainder is 0, we can say that the remainder is 0. We can say the term, the quotient, the previous remainder is the GCD, the greatest common divisor. Now here the previous remainder is 5, so it is the GCD. So GCD of 15, 10 equal to 5, this one. Okay, whenever we got the remainder 0, the previous R1 is the GCD. Understand? This is the Euclidean algorithm. Next is modular arithmetic. Modular arithmetic, let us see one example. 11 mod 7. Here 11 mod 7 equal to find the 11 mod 7, just divide 11 by, just find 11 by 7. 11 by 7 equal to what? 11 by 7, and find the remainder. That means 11, 7 goes on 11 one times, and the remainder is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. So the 11 mod 7 equal to 4. And to find the negative mod 7, negative 11 mod 7, first find 11 mod 7, then after that find 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4, we will get 3. That is the result of 11 mod 7. Understand? Congruent modulo. If two numbers a and b are said to be congruent modulo n, if a mod n equal to b mod n. Also we can write as a congruent b bracket mod n. For example, 73 equal to 4 mod 23. Okay, it is 73 mod 23 and 4 mod 23 equal to same. Similarly, 23 congruent to minus 9 mod 10. Okay, now the some properties of congruences are a congruent to b mod n if n divide a minus b. And second property is a congruent b mod n implies b congruent a mod n. A congruent b mod n and b congruent c mod n imply a congruent c mod n, transitive property. See one example, 23 equal to 8 mod 5. That means 23 minus 8, that is a minus b. 23 minus 8 equal to 15 will be divided by n. That means 15 equal to 5 into 3. This 15 is divisible by 5, that is n. And minus 9 congruent to 5 mod n. That means minus 5 minus 5 equal to minus 16. That is equal to 8 into minus 2. That is also multiple of 8. 83 equal to 0 mod 27 means 83 minus 0 equal to 81. That also divisible by 27. Okay. Some properties of modular arithmetics are a mod n plus b mod n equal to a plus b mod n. A mod n minus b mod n equal to a minus b mod n. Also a mod n into b mod n equal to a into b mod n. Here one example, 11 mod 8 equal to 3 and 15 mod 8 equal to 7. Then 11 mod 8 plus 15 mod 8 equal to 10 mod 8, that's equal to 2. And 11 mod 15, 11 plus 15 mod 8 equal to 26 mod 8, that's equal to, that's also equal to 2. Another example, 11 mod 8 minus 15 mod 8 equal to minus 4 mod 8, that is equal to 4. Similarly, 11 minus 15 mod 8 equal to minus 4 mod 8, again minus 4 8, that is equal to 4. These are some properties of modular arithmetic. Also you can see, to find 11 raised to 7 mod 13, we first what we will do, first find the 11 square. It's a simple square we applied, and find 11 square we can easily calculate. That means 11 square equal to 121, and apply the modulus arithmetic. 11 for 121 mod 13 equal to 4, that we can easily calculate. And also we know that 11 raised to 4 equal to 11 square whole square, that we already know. So we can write 4 square. Okay, because we know that 11 square mod 13 equal to 4, then 11 square whole square equal to 4 square, that also equal to 4 square we can easily calculate, 4 square equal to 16, 16 mod 13 equal to 3, that also we can easily find. Okay, therefore 11 raised to 7 equal to 11 raised to 1 into 11 square into 11 raised to 4. Therefore we can write 11 into 4 into 3, that's equal to 132, and 132 mod 13 equal to 2. Understand? Thank you.